So we just got in this 1992 500e super low mileage car. I want to pull this thing outside in the light, show you guys every detail of this car. So I was told this car was low mileage. I just had a look when I got in there. 2,300 original miles. This car was sold new to Jerry Seinfeld, and really, it's hardly been driven down the road since. Guys love these cars. You know, they're super unique cars. It's your sports luxury sedan with a giant 5-liter engine in it and a super unique story. You know, the story goes on these cars, they've got their W124, they want to put the big 5-liter engine in it, and they go to Porsche. They say, hey, you guys just finished the 959, can you redesign the front chassis here so we can get everything we want? We can get the big engine in it, make it all happen. They go to Porsche, they figure out, they re-engineer the chassis, they re-engineer the suspension a little bit, they decide what they're gonna do to build this car. They get it back to Mercedes, they go to start building these things, and they don't fit down the assembly line. Mercedes calls Porsche again and says, hey, we're gonna build this thing together. You guys are really gonna do most of the build. We're gonna do the paint. You guys are gonna do the final assembly. All resulting in the most ridiculous back and forth you've ever heard of to build these cars. Cars going from Porsche to Mercedes, back to Porsche, and then out to all the customers, resulting in an 18-day total build for these cars. The end result is a seriously cool looking car. You've got Bruno Sacco's initial design, the W124, with this giant front track width to allow for the engine, big wide front end, and cool looking flares. You now look at this car from the front end, and all you can think about is DTM racing in that era. Just an awesome look. All right, before we take this thing for a drive, I want to show you guys under the hood here, in the interior, kind of everything I can. Giant 5-liter V8, naturally aspirated engine. It's wider than I even imagined. The M119, this thing putting out quite comfortably, I imagine. 322 horsepower, 354 foot-pounds of torque. Just a monster for a little sedan. And if we go here, kind of a neat feature here, if I pop that there, and then again on the other side, because if you notice how the hood opens here, working on this would be a pain, never mind pulling the engine out of here. Put these up. Now you can get the hood completely upright. There we go. And now, you know, you can really work on the car. While we've got the hood up here, you can really see this unique articulating windshield wiper. Just an awesome look. A single windshield wiper on a sedan. So it kind of moves up and down, never leaves the windshield. Just as you'd expect, everything over-engineered on this car. So contributing to the timeless look of these cars was a whole ton of aerodynamic engineering. You gotta remember when the 124s were first built, you're still kind of in that oil crisis era. So you look at all these little details, all the aero on this car, giving it ultimately a super low drag coefficient. You know, the one thing that sticks out is both mirrors, but this tiny little passenger side mirror, obviously sticking out in the wind, they're gonna make it as small as possible. You come around to the rear, and as you're walking this way, you really notice the rear end kind of tapering in on itself here, giving it that big wide front end, and then keeping the air on the car, funneling the air down, down, down to as small a spot as possible here. Just incredible looking lines on the car. The fit and finish, the gaps on the car, as you'd expect, everything over-engineered. Obviously everything on this car being factory. These are the factory alloy, 16-inch, the OEM wheels with the 8 holes here. You've got big brakes on these cars off of the 500 SL, so good stopping power here. Vented rotors, 4-piston caliper up front, 2-piston in the rear. I can't wait to drive this thing. I imagine it's gonna drive like a dream. You get in, you've got these beautiful seats, and if you really know what you're looking at, you know that these are Recaro seats. And you got to think about it in the early 90s. You've got standard heated seats in the front here with adjustability, electronic adjustability with a memory on it. You know, some high-end stuff. You look in the back here, it's not a 5-seater. This is a true 4-seater car. You've got the burlwood trim all through the center, and it continues on into the back seat. The rear headrests, if you notice, for reversing, they kind of get in your way a little bit when you're backing up. So they flip down on a toggle switch here. Again, everything's over-engineered. Let's go for a drive. So this car rolls off in second gear unless you put your foot right to the floor immediately. Then it knows what you want to do and rolls off in first gear. Car just quickly scurries along right up to the desired mile an hour here. That's great. Beautifully smooth ride. Of course, you've got your automatic self-leveling rear hydro pneumatic suspension. I think I'll say it 100 times in this video. Everything, of course, is over-engineered. Okay, let's get into the throttle a little bit here. Oh, instantly the car comes alive. Foot to the floor, does a downshift, boom, you're cruising. Wow. Oh yeah. Now it takes you to the red line when your foot's buried, then it shifts. Oh, what a monster. Top speed of 155 miles an hour, strictly because of gearing. Quarter mile in around 14 seconds and change, and 0 to 100 in 5.9 seconds. All nothing to sneeze at. All of that performance, potentially in one of the most comfortable cars to drive with performance like that. You know, you get the smooth down the road feeling, the feeling at your fingertips of driving in a Cadillac where you want it, and then where you want the performance, you're well aware that you're in a Mercedes. For sure one of the top most desirable sedans ever built. Car like this, 2,300 miles on the car, and the condition of this thing, this could be the nicest one on the planet. The smile on my face just looking out that mirror, the tiny little rectangular mirror, down this awesome body line. You look out over the hood, you've got the Merc emblem out front. Yeah, just a fantastic car from every vantage point. You know, we're not on the smoothest roads out here in the country, but this car takes them like a champ, supple and smooth. Let's put some wheel to it. Oh yeah, this car does everything you ask of it. It's just such a unique experience. It makes you feel, this car makes you feel like you have better manners, like you're a refined individual with a lot of money in your pocket. That's the feeling that this car gives you. I feel underdressed is what I'm trying to say. Oh, and just so well behaved, you know, temperature sitting right in the middle. Pretty hot day out here. What an awesome car. We're gonna take her back to the shop now. 2,300 miles. I don't even want to put on 50 miles here, but had to give myself the experience. So, you know, with how cool these cars are, how rare they are. I mean, for a sedan, you know, there's what, 10,000 built total and change. You know, with a couple years, only a couple hundred being built from that, call it 1990 to 1995. So this car here, 2,300 miles, absolutely perfect car, no excuses, not a speck of dirt on it. Doesn't even look like anyone's ever sat in this thing. Whatever the average market price is of these cars, this car will far exceed it, probably being the most valuable of these cars. These cars are well into the six figures, and with how many people appreciate the brand, follow the brand, remember when these cars came out, are now a little bit older, and have the money to go and buy collector cars, yeah, I'd say these cars, we're only gonna see price appreciation on these things, because anyone who knows what these cars are, when they see this car, they're gonna lose their mind. If you want to see more car content like this, make sure that you subscribe to our YouTube channel, and don't forget to visit our website to explore our curated inventory of luxury, classic, and investment grade cars.